Just see you. Oh.
WIFTPM.
Jackson. If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like Macy. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we're about 60 years old. I'd be done had a heart.
You gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't. You don't like that? Yeah, I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right. Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
In my mind, gotta designate what to leave, what to take, and appreciate. A lot of people talk fly, but I levitate. Rise above with the love when I meditate. When I meditate. I roll with God cause he never late. My son dialing and dial up the big Franks. On the road, let's travel with a full tank. Revolutionary overture, that's too saint. I mean, that's too son. I mean, that's too son. Like Peter Paul, me and you could be the new saints. Let me paint a new picture on the 16. Woolly haired black man with divine jeans. Yeah, I be rapping, but these 16's art. Cathartic, therapeutically, who needs trust? All I need is heart, God's love, and some knowledge. Acknowledge, don't acknowledge, I be good. To be honest, it's like if you never knew my name, at least I know me. Broken chains on my brain, now I'm set free. At peace in the now, I'm complete. Cause all I ever had to do is just be. Just be. Lot of thoughts in my mind, gotta designate what to leave, what to take, and appreciate. A lot of people talk fly, but I levitate. Rise above with the love when I meditate.
To my dreams, hey, guapole, the food tastes better. I stopped smoking squares, healing from the inside out, making repairs. I forgave some people, thanked them for the lessons, cause holding on to it was blocking my blessings. No more stressing, worry dishonors God, so I just pray, and I'm loving my odds. Mingle with like minds, gravitate where light shines. Graduate, masters, your rhymes ain't like mine. Big Dank from the west side, this is my best self. Taking vacations, hoping the rest helps. Got a career now, loving what's ahead. My spirit is free from the stuff that I shared.
I feel good now, ain't that what life's about? Thank you for new days, something to sing about. Let's do it a new way, more than just talk about. Today's a holiday, that's what it's all about. I feel good now, ain't that what life's about? Thank you for new days, something to sing about. Let's do it a new way, more than just talk about. Today's a holiday, that's what it's all about.
I'm feeling so good now, walking on higher ground. Got out the country, visit some new towns, made some new friends, let go of some bad ones. Soon as that took place, everything got fun. My lifestyle going up, opportunities showing up. I'm back where I wanna be, no headaches and throwing up. Reconnect with the homie, it's positive energy, vibes and wavelengths. It's all about frequency. I'm back with my first love, it feel like the first time. I'm back in the studio, this ain't my first rhyme. I wake up every day, blessed as heavenly. Before I ain't say much, now I got much to say. Raise my credit score, got rid of some past debt. Heard that's attractive, well call me a magnet. Plug into an outlet, living life outright. All on my Kid Cudi, focusing day and night. Right?
Now ain't that what life's about? Thank you for new days, something to sing about. Let's do it a new way, more than just talk about. Today's a holiday, that's what it's all about. I feel good now, ain't that what life's about? Thank you for new days, something to sing about. Let's do it a new way, more than just talk about. Today's a holiday, that's what it's all about.
Feel good. See, mind state gets busy. That's the cardinal rule.
This might be a small thing, kind of revolving around the situation that don't happen often. I mean, it's involving something that's scalding. Hot the topic is, it needs some resolving. It's kind of puzzling to time solving. But after I thought about it, Senator Walgreens to pick up a few things to stop me from stalling. Otherwise, I'ma be blunt, and she gonna be balling. And I don't need that, or her brother calling. Talking them fight words, now we gonna be brawling. I'm more of a stand-up, I don't be falling. For that okie doke, it's better dissolving. Call me a nice guy, yeah, I like nice things. It's best to stay away from chicks that's trifling. I'm not a rival, so I don't be rivaling. But end up in this scene, I won't be wifing. You know,
quick fail, take heed to this wise tale.
If you feel me like real, take heed to this wise tale.
Whether male or female, take heed to this wise tale.
Outside or in jail, take heed to this wise tale.
She got a secret, don't know where she keep it, don't know why she hide it, guess it's convenient. She like a zebra, two things at one time. It ain't black and white when you lived it a lifetime. She got a story, might be a fable, no categories. She don't like labels, she like a loner. Maybe she's selfish, something is fishy, but she don't like shellfish. She say that her phone broke and she need a new phone. She got a night job, now she got two phones, one for the pubic, one for the public. I Freudian slip, y'all, I think that you dug it. She got a curfew, she live in the group home, but she in Miami, getting her loop on. She can't be truthful, not what she built for. Mouth might be useful, but nothing to kill for, you know?
Avoid a quick fail, take heed to this wise tale.
If you feel me like Braille, take heed to this wise tale.
Whether male or female, take heed to this wise tale.
Outside or in jail, take heed to this wise tale.
WIFTBPM.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people?
You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that built it so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that built it so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm to still carry, I stay with the pipe. The Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked it so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked it so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. It is a sad, sad, sad day. Riis, I think it is only right that we begin today's show with a tribute to the greatest monarch the world has ever known. the only queen outside of Wakanda that the world has come to know, love, and respect. Riis, please play our tribute to the Queen. Take it down, but keep it playing. Take it down some more. America, we woke up to find that our grandmother on our mother's side passed away at the age of 92 yesterday. Ruthie, it's a somber day in the day of the world. I know as a young black woman, you probably at some point in your life aspired to be. You probably looked up to Queen Elizabeth as you look to, because every young woman wants to be a queen. Ruthie, are you depressed today? Are you heartbroken? How do you feel today?
I wish Princess Diana was still here.
Oh, Ruthie. Oh, you millennial.
I miss Diana.
I remember when Diana got, and Prince
Murdered?
Charles got.
Oh, okay.
No, Prince Charles got married. I remember. I was at camp. They stopped everything. Do you know they stopped the football games yesterday? They had a moment of silence. I was talking to a friend, actually our friend from Canada. He said they shut the whole country down. Like they stopped, and for 9 days the world must mourn. And as former subjects of Britain, I feel like something about America kind of wishes we still had the Queen and King, because it just seems like there's a different spirit.
Mm-hmm. Pomp and circumstance. America, we don't even pretend no more.
Ruthie, I'm not going to entertain
I'm just saying.
I'm not going to entertain you, your millennialness today.
I mean, rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth.
Why does it sound different when you say Queen than everybody else? Like, I wonder how Sister Erica is feeling this morning. Because, Sister Erica be like, hey, Queen, this morning, the ultimate queen has passed away. Let me move on to, since Ruthie, you do not seem
I'm
to
sad.
You do not.
I'm sad I got to hear this news coverage everywhere.
Ruthie.
I'm sad that for the next how many days?
9 days.
I gotta hear about this. We about to know more about the Queen than we ever knew about her.
No, we not.
It's about to be on every channel. They're gonna take it back from when she was born in 1920 something.
Ruthie.
They're gonna talk about
Riis,
the time she ate.
Cue up God Save the Queen, please.
Yeah, save her.
Please put it back.
Save
underneath.
me from the news cycle.
Let's get some respect.
And it sounds like America song, so we know what.
No, what I've come to recognize is what America did was lazy. Because they just took all of the songs.
Them was they people, though. Them was
right.
They songs.
They just remixed them. They just put new words on the same song.
Just like they did the Constitution. They just be remixing.
Well, I don't appreciate
it.
Ruthie, we will not entertain.
Listen,
look,
we all came. We know British. If the king would have never been trying to charge us for the tea, we would never have this beautiful country called America. So I'm grateful that the British, colonized all them people, because our ancestors would have never been enslaved. Now, would never be here today.
Thank God for the Queen in Britain, because we would be running around Africa right now.
Yay.
No water.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's Dixmoor, my bad. This is the Mace Jackson Show. I do not appreciate Ruthie's sarcasm.
I'm just grateful for my ancestors.
Which ones? All right.
The white ones. You see these edges?
I will not entertain you today.
All right, I'm done.
I'm not. I will not.
I am sad. I'm just trying to laugh to keep from crying.
Okay. Well, then we're going to talk about this because y'all. Okay, so we're going to park Ruthie right now. All women around the world have to be shattered because deep down, I believe that every woman wanted to be a princess and eventually a queen or be treated like a queen. Remember?
Yeah, a Disney princess, not the racist. We trying to be Disney.
Ruthie,
not racist.
Not now. It's too soon. It's too soon. Let me get.
Do they bury her with jewels and stuff?
The stolen ones from my ancestors.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Ruthie, right now I am absorbing the energy.
You got a ticket to the funeral?
No, Ruthie.
Oh.
I'm going to watch it on TV like all good Americans should. We are probably going to cancel the broadcast to actually watch and we actually should play it live and comment. We should do live commentary. Because if I could have done live commentary when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and you could have just put the camera on auto, I have the pictures from the white women's faces as she was walking down the aisle with one of theirs. It was. I'm just telling you. So anyway, we're not going to entertain Ruthie right now. God rest our queen. Their queen. DJ Riis the Ruler. I know you are depressed this morning. I know you've got to be sad. Riis, you seem to be in tune. Did you watch The Crown, right? You watched The Crown on Netflix.
I did.
Okay. Right? Don't you feel for the Queen is passed. Do you feel like there is something in the world that will be missing forever?
No. Not like something. It is sad that that she's passed. It is sad, but I don't think we'd be like the fact that she is gone is like left a void. You know what I'm saying? Like when King died, it feel like a void. It was like Malcolm X died.
Wait, are you trying to equate Queen Elizabeth to either of those? This is the Queen of the world.
Of the world.
Of the world. Which one?
Nowhere should the sun go down without the sun. There's no day that the sun does not set on the British Empire. What? The sun never sets on the British Empire.
I'm American.
My bad.
I'm American.
Oh, now you want to be American. Which third verse?
African American.
Oh. Yeah, so then you would understand that the British ended slavery before the Americans.
And what happened after that?
We got free in Britain before America. Man. I'm just telling you.
I know.
Y'all are tripping, man. Here is this. Hold on, y'all are tripping.
We care.
Y'all are tripping.
I do care, but it's like, okay.
I don't know her.
And then when you look at, she was like 92. Like, I'm not saying that's
like
the age
96.
to die. I'm just saying. You said 96,
right?
96.
Okay, 96.
96. Yeah, it's like I'm not saying it. I'm just like she. I'm like it's tragic,
so
but
listen.
she lived a good, healthy life. Come on, man.
The Queen is symbolic of the old white woman who participated in slavery.
See, Ruthie.
I'm just saying she's symbolic. She look it. She the same age, and we know she was around.
You know.
So it's like
y'all
ding dong.
Y'all are y'all are ruining. You all are ruining. You are ruining the joke. This is terrible. terrible. Anyway, DJ Riis Thriller, how you feeling this morning?
I'm blessed by the best. You already know the rest. How you doing today?
I'm heartbroken.
The queen is passed. I understand.
Okay.
Maze. What was her middle name?
Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth.
What was her last name?
The second.
He heartbroken, y'all.
Bro.
You know how people would be just walking on the street polling people. You ask, what is the queen's name? People say Queen Elizabeth. What's her last name?
The second.
I don't even know it. That's what I'm saying. Like we don't know that lady.
The Duchess. Look, Reese, I Google it.
She's the face of colonialism.
I have it.
The face of colonization. The face of the destruction of my ancestors. What a crown jewels at? And they killed Diana.
Alexandria.
And they called Archie the N-word.
Alexandria Mary is her middle name. Alexandria and Mary. She has two, yes.
Yeah. You know Queen Elizabeth called Archie the N-word.
Okay. So.
And her last name is Windsor.
Oh, okay.
Duchess of Windsor.
Oh,
okay.
We can take some shots for her or something. We can turn up for the queen if you want.
Will we twerk? Will there be twerking at the queen's funeral? Do you think they have a twerking section? Do you think, okay, so let me stop. Their queen is dead. I am now going to, because I be saying the queen, but it ain't really the queen. It's their queen. Right? So it's now THE and IR. I started to put THEY. They are queen. But then y'all would have been like, it's there. THEI, right? Somebody made a shirt that said it. But I was trying, like, they, us, them.
I like it.
They are queen. So it's THE in parentheses IR when I write it from now on. It'll be their queen. Has passed at 96, Ruthie says. I thought I was 92, but okay, I'll take 96.
No, it could be. Y'all could be.
You could. I'm going to give it to you.
She lived a great life. She was very impactful. We appreciate her.
I want y'all to see this shirt. Hold on.
You ain't even know her.
What you mean? I know.
Reese going to the funeral. You going to the repast. If they invited you to the repast, would you go?
Of course.
You gonna bring ice.
They don't have no good food in Britain, though. Okay, they don't. Nah, you don't have to bring ice. So let me back up. I want y'all to look at this shirt that I'm wearing. You see this shirt? This shirt has had 3 lives. Okay? But after its second life, I thought that I would never, ever, ever wear it again. So the first one is when I was very active politically on the campaign trail. And for St. Patrick's Day, I would go to events and I would wear this shirt, right? And then it became a meme that was the bane of my existence, which was its second life. Because every time I would talk about blackness, somebody would take the picture of me and plaster it all over the place and be like, remember Maze, right? So I thought that, I actually was cleaning my closet and I was like, what do I do with this shirt? Because I'm going to save it. There's actually a picture of me wearing this shirt and Susanna Mendoza, of all people, kissing me, right? So I thought that this shirt would never, ever be worn again until yesterday. Okay, do you have Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
Do you look at it? No. Okay. Reese, do you have Twitter? Do you look at it?
I'm familiar, though.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I want you today, during this show, and then we're going to start a thread. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to my personal page and start a thread. I want the best memes from yesterday. Ruthie, I never knew black people and Irish people had as much in common as yesterday when I found out that there was a black Twitter. I knew there was a black Twitter. Did you know there's an Irish Twitter?
I think everybody got a Twitter.
Well, clearly it is. And black Twitter, you know how black Twitter clown? Mm-hmm. Irish Twitter went crazy yesterday.
About what?
The Queen dead.
Oh.
So the reality is all of the oppressed people that Britain crushed during her lifetime went ape yesterday on Twitter. And so I've never, as much as I talk about the green team, yesterday black people and the green team was truly united in their celebration of the death of, you thought y'all was bad? I really need y'all to go to Black Twitter. I need y'all to put the hashtag Black Twitter and Queen Elizabeth in there and see what you come up with. Yesterday, Black Twitter had her do y'all know they released pictures of her with a fade?
The Queen?
Ruthie, they got pictures of the Queen on the gate, on the pearly gates, trying to get in, talking about Diana said,
Oh,
They got pictures of, you know how when the sisters be ready to fight and somebody gonna hit you with a brick? Mm-hmm. They was like, this Diana waiting for her to come to.
I seen some of those.
Twitter yesterday. Did you see the one with the dancing, the Irishman that was dancing?
It's supposed to be Meghan Markle?
No. These were the Irish. Carrie send them to me. I'm gonna send y'all. Look. We're gonna start a thread, and if y'all, cause you know, Black Facebook does not go to Twitter, and I'm really not a Twitter dude yesterday, but I was on Twitter for like 3 hours yesterday, just dying, like falling out of my chair. Like, I cannot believe y'all did this. Black Twitter, Irish Twitter, then Scottish Twitter, then India Twitter got in. Like, I can't wait to see what Africa Twitter and South Africa Twitter be doing too, because, woo, was crazy yesterday. So we're going to talk about that, because the Queen is dead, and I think we should talk about the perspectives. Because did you see, like, how the white people were, and actually, I think, until yesterday, I think there would have been some black people crying over the Queen dying, you know, because that was how we kind of raised up. But after that
Oprah interview,
after yesterday, I don't think the Queen gonna never be the same. I think y'all might have woke her up in her grave, yo.
Things were never the same after what happened with Meghan Markle. People was like, oh
no, but did you see Meghan Markle? Meghan Markle.
If Prince trying to get away from these people, we know something wrong with him.
He trying to get back now. And anyway, she wasn't invited to the funeral neither. That was crazy. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to talk about all this. But we're going to, please you're going to stay on this show, but we're going to do today we're going to talk about the Queen's passing and why it seems so different for black people and white people. But I would tell you that people don't, in my mind, the Queen is the physical embodiment of white supremacy and privilege at its highest level. And
wrapped in a white woman bow.
Yep. And like, as all of the people it's like, you know how we was talking about like Mima. She's the ultimate Mima of white supremacy to me. Right? Everybody grandma that got them pictures where they grandma is in that black with, you know, the black and white picture where they got the hair and the thing like old girl who killed Emmett Till. Mm-hmm. I feel like you take Prince Queen Elizabeth picture from back in the day. She looked just like old girl Carol Donham. They all she is like what you talked about earlier, but at the highest level. Like if you talked about the Klan as white supremacy, mm-hmm. that would be like the epitome of white trash compared to her. That is the epitome of like institutionalized, this is the natural order of the world white supremacy. Like, she walking around with stolen jewels and crowns of people's diamonds that, you know, like you talk about blood diamonds, right? You talk about like when you talk about all this magnificent wealth, where did it come from? It came from the pillaging of countries, of nations all around the world, and it all became their wealth as they brought it back to present to the Queen. And it's like Harvard, and it's like slavery, all the bad oppression of everything. She's got all the riches from it. Like, because you think about it, Britain crushed all the slave traders and everything and put everybody under subjugation. And they was like race, creed, color, religion, If you wasn't them, that's why the Irish is like, hallelujah. And they on the same damn island. You like?
I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay. All right. So I'm just telling you. So we're gonna talk about this a little bit later, but there's more headlines. We'll talk about it all when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
The Willie Wilson Foundation and Urban Field Operations is having the first voter registration program since Harold Washington, and we need volunteers. Call Coach Al if you would like to register people to vote. Call 773-431-4664. 773-431-4664. This is Senator Ricky and register and vote.
Urban Field Operations.
Final Explosion Entertainment.
Lay's Thrift Store. Andre Smith. Eyes Associates. Midway Coalition. This is Brother Earl C. Williams from Williams Youth Services.
Marsha Fountain Images Design.
This is Daryl Smith. Keith Harris. National Black Wall Street, Chicago. Register and vote.
Hi, this is Dr. Willie Wilson. I need you to register and vote. Many people have lost their lives in order that we can have a right to vote. So please, register and vote.
Call 773-431-4664 or stop by 2946 West Madison. Register and vote.
Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m., where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. We out of here. Peace.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion has to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come on with me.
Good morning, what's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:38 a.m. I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. As we head over to sports, the Chicago Cubs lose 4-3 to the Reds as the Sox destroy the A's 14-2. The Chicago Sky, Game 5 to look to close out the series and head back to the finals will lose 72-63 as the Suns ended on an 18-0 run to end the Sky season. Good job, Sky. Thank you for the run. Let's head over to traffic on the Kennedy. O'Hare to the Loop, 25 minutes. Outbound will be 21 on the Edens. Inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange and back will be 31 minutes. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 37 minutes. 30 minutes to Thorndale. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan will be 37 minutes. Outbound will be 35. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 34 minutes. Outbound 28. While the Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop, 12 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Drive South will be 7 minutes and 8 minutes north. Today's weather, it is currently 64 and sunny. Today will be a high of 82 with a low of 64. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Friday here on The Maze Jackson Show.
Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Please. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore in the building, plus my man, DJ Riis the Ruler, on this Friday. Ruthie, when I asked you how you was doing today, you ain't even say it's Friday. Good.
I was just so distraught about the Queen. I just have been losing my train of thought.
You distraught. Oh, now you want to be distraught because you ain't get the best memes. Look, y'all, I have opened up a thread on my page. Don't be scared.
Look, I feel like today is going to be a very informative conversation. If we have a high volume, and I would like for you all to call in today because we know that people tune in. Yes, you know we done had some of the highest shows this week that we done had in a minute. And I think that this is another opportunity for us to share our perspective with the watchers, right? You could call in. You know who I want to talk to this week too?
This week over.
Well, before it's over, Byron. With these buses coming.
Oh.
Another one. Which, by the way, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But let me get to this. First of all, let me say what's up to all the Saints from WBGX, 1570 AM. That's right. You can catch us every day, 6:30 to 8. That's right, 6:30 to 8 on 1570 AM, WBGX 1570 AM. Give us a call at 872-259-7474, 872-259-7474. I want you to call us today and tell us your greatest memories of the Queen, why you're depressed, why you're sad at the passing of our Queen, their Queen, your Queen. Is it our Queen? My Queen is in Wakanda. Oh, but that's imaginary. Anyway, they would have probably went there and stole her stuff too, though. Because, you know, they, like... You ever see, they be like, it is kind of crazy that she be walking around in other people's stuff. Like, what you gonna do? Like, you ever had somebody steal something from you and then they come back wearing your stuff?
In my face?
Well,
I ain't going for that. I'll throw paint on it.
You'll throw paint on it?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't whoop them? Depends.
No, I'm gonna ruin what you got on.
This your stuff. You can't bust.
If I can't have it, neither can you. And you stole it from me too. And you gonna wear it in my face. People don't do stuff like that, man.
People will do stuff like that.
No.
Debo would. I be quiet.
Oh
I be
yeah.
talking
I have my chain. He come around. I ain't crazy. What you I ain't crazy.
Oh God. The Queen be walking around. She be walking like have you seen the picture when the Queen put on all her stuff?
She couldn't even stand up.
Right, they be like, if you watch The Crown, she be like, I'll take the $3 million. We stole that from Africa. Like, think about this. They went on world tours wearing your stuff back in your country, and you had to stand around and clap while they wore it by and drove by you and they in your stuff.
Oh, that sounds like Illinois politics.
Oh, you on one today, huh?
I was just going to say that. Really?
Ruthie, hey, she had 3 days off. She was like, right, she been pumping up. She like, I got things.
Today. I just can't
got something to say.
I got something to say.
I just can't believe she gone.
She is like, you can't believe she gone either, Ruthie. I can't either. I mean, it's the only Queen I've ever known.
I really miss you.
Lizzie, when are you coming back home?
I think we should post something up for her later.
Okay. Maybe we should do a skit. Riis, where's my crown? Because, see, I think...
You moved it.
I think I might need a clean...
He said you moved
You
it.
think somebody... What would you do if, like, somebody came showing up, like, I am the rightful owner to this crown? I wish a black dude would do, like, some Game of Thrones. Like, no! I am the rightful owner. Your mama... Let me tell you. Back in the day, your mom, when she said... Did you hear the story about she said the best time she had was the time when they was out sneaking out in the streets and... Yeah, they was.
The Queen?
The Queen. She only went outside like one time. You know, she was...
I can't imagine living her life. What they call them, like gilded cages?
Gild my cage, homie. I ain't got to say, hey. Hold on. So
I
I
can't
go.
live like
Look, I mean, think about this. She died in Scotland in a stolen castle. And they want the Scottish people. Think about this.
But she come from Scottish descendants.
Ruthie. She the Queen of England.
Yeah, but her people was like from Scotland. Okay. She got some Scottish in her.
Okay. She had some... Well, let me stop.
Don't do it.
Okay. Anyway, it's the Maze Jack. Are y'all not sad? Ruthie, I don't like how you be... not with the sound effects.
I mean, I think it is... I think
historical.
People have a respect for life and death.
I do.
But that's why I said, you know, we do. But beyond that... I mean,
I want y'all to call. Okay, so let me say what's up to everybody from Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, the Sinners. Did anybody, y'all just need to know, did y'all go to Black Twitter or Irish Twitter? Them two, Irish Twitter might have cut up worse than Black Twitter yesterday, honestly.
What?
I'm telling you. Look, the meme where the black dude walked by the Irish dude and they give each other dap and they do the whole, you know how they be doing and they was like black Twitter, Irish Twitter. I mean, it was so much good stuff yesterday. I could not believe the content. I was like, I wish I could play them all, but I can't.
That's kind of why I do like living in such a technological world, and social media has its benefits for things like this, because these are normally private conversations you would just have to have amongst your people. Like, y'all care about the queen? No, y'all care about the queen. But now you can literally get on the internet and share your sentiments with everybody. So there's a sense of unified against colonialism and white supremacy, and it's like a resounding voice.
Except for the fact that the white people who think they like down with us on Twitter, they was all getting their feelings hurt yesterday because that's still their queen, because they still get their white privilege. It was really an interesting dynamic yesterday. Yesterday was when I saw the tears of white supremacy, and I saw the results of people of color, right? Like in the premise of tyranny. In this space. It was just crazy. Let's go to the live line. We got callers. Callers, I want to know how y'all feel about the queen. Are you going to be in mourning for 9 days? What will you do to commemorate the death of the great queen of England? Caller, you on the Mace Jackson Show. Who this?
Hi, this is Katie. How are you?
Hey, Katie, I ain't heard from you in a minute. What's going on? I saw you, though. But what's going on, darling? The president of the phone club.
A lot. But
how that grandbaby first? How that grandbaby first?
Oh, my baby is doing so fine. Oh Lord, he is gorgeous. He's gonna be something with his mama's gonna have a hard time keeping the women off of him.
How old is he, Katie? He ain't even a year old and he already macking?
No, he's 4 months. 4 months.
Okay. 4 months and he got to beat him off with a stick. All right. How you doing, Katie? Talk to me.
Oh, yeah. What I want to say is, first off, I didn't know why people freaked out when, what's her name? Marla, Merkel, whatever her name is. I mean, why did they the black women just had they just had a freak show when she married this evil guy and she got with him. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with us. We're crazy. But anyway, I follow Chaka Zulu, Chaka Bars, and I've been following him for a very long time. He's highly intelligent. He's all over the world doing good deeds. And, I tried to share some of the things he had to say about the Queen's death. I could give a screwball about the Queen's death. It's an evil empire over there. Evil empire. And I don't know why people got off with this marriage of Marla with this guy. They're evil. So, but I try to share stuff. And do you know, with Facebook and Twitter, they wouldn't hardly let me share. They are throwing up a lot of blocks. And so that's very interesting. The Meta, META, with Facebook, they wouldn't let me share Chaka's information and his take on all of this stuff that's going on. And the Queen, it's time for us to review all of the evils that the evil empire has done to the world and to black people, and all the killings and everything and the massacres and everything that they've done to the world. It's something else. But that's what I want to say this morning is that they blocked me. I said I couldn't. They have thrown up blocks to prevent us from telling our feelings about the Queen's death. We don't give a care. It's time for us to review what's going on. And so that's what I want to say this morning.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate you. All right, that is Katie, president of the phone club. Go ahead, Ruthie. I see you go on Google. Go ahead, Google.
I gotta get off, but they did a lot of intermarrying.
What you mean?
Like,
did she get intermarried?
She might. I don't
Married
know
her
if she
cousin?
did, but her daddy and her granddad was marrying like their cousins. I know that was kind of like normal, but
Did you
Easy Pete's.
Yeah, I mean, they do a lot of stuff to protect the bloodline. You don't watch it?
What's the one that's the pedophile that was with Jeffrey Epstein? Her son.
Andrew.
What's his name? Prince Andrew?
Yep, that's the one who was married to Fergie. They got co-divorced.
Fergie?
Yeah, he was married to Fergie.
You
Fergie.
talking about from the Black Eyed Peas?
Oh my God. You are not a. This is a travesty.
Like, what
you all are
about?
not.
I'm telling. Well, who's
Princess Fergie?
Fergie from Black Eyed Peas.
No,
lady. Who you talking about then?
The thick, red-headed white woman who was on Weight Watchers. You don't remember her?
The only Fergie I know is from the white lady that sing with the Black Eyed Peas.
She was a former meth addict.
Black Eyed Peas Fergie?
Yes.
Oh.
She came back though. She must have got some great dentures. But anyway, whole point is, Ruthie, I can't believe you in this. Y'all tripping, man.
Let me say how I'm gonna honor today. I decided. I thought about it.
Hey, you know they got a Queen Elizabeth pack already.
Look, that's a good one.
They got one already.
We got what?
They got it already.
No, listen, I got an idea, and I think every black person should do this today. Steal stuff. So if you invite me to your house today, just know I'm getting my British monarchy on, and I'm stealing stuff.
Hold on, can I just say this? Could you only do that at white people's house? Cause I mean, we be down so bad. Now you gonna come. Now you gonna come over and practice the pre. You gonna practice on. You gonna practice on us?
You right.
Now I got the queen died. Now I got to protect my stuff again. Like
you right.
People all over the world grabbing it. Duh.
If you mix though, I'ma still have. But you're right, Maze. You're right.
But you got for Meghan though, because Meghan O.J. Markle.
Half of Meghan. I'm halfway bad.
All right. Y'all are gonna stop disrespecting Riis because they keep disrespecting. Give me another. Play it again. Keep it underneath us, right? Because Ruthie want to keep on. We have to, because we gonna get letters today, right? Like this graduation, man.
It's my queen.
Yep, you know what you need to be playing this. She's your queen to be. Remember that one? All right. Okay, let me get through some more headlines real quick. The Sky, keep that going on. The Sky lose. I think I jinxed them, Riis. So this is what happened. I was watching Thursday night football. Shout out to the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to the Rams.
Turned to it and watched it.
Riis. This, and here's how I know I jinxed them. Because they was up like 8 points or 7 points with 3 minutes to go. I was like, I can't possibly ruin it. And so what happened was I was flicking past it. And Riis, we saw the spunky lady with the blonde hair. I saw her and I stopped. And my son was like, that's a travel. And I was like, and then so we started watching. He was like, oh. I was like, son, we'll whoop them, wouldn't we? He was like, yeah, Dad, we'll whoop them. But he was like,
real, did he?
Okay. He's like, I would. He was like, he looked at me like, you can't be on the squad. But they were. I saw the spunky blonde woman. She had a fade. She had a cold fade too. It was cold. Anyway, she had face tats and everything, Riis. Anyway, so it was the last 3 minutes. Riis, they did not score a point for the 3 minutes that we watched. And I tried to turn, but then I had to turn back because I was like that. And we made a vow yesterday we wasn't going to watch because we jinxed them. And then what was crazy, this is how I know I messed it up, because I was watching the news and they were saying that they was expected to win because they've only lost like twice back-to-back in the whole season, whatever. And Riis, I promise you, they was up by so much, I was like, okay. They was up like and they went on like a 12-0 run.
18-0.
I watched that 18-0 run. It was like 3 minutes left. It was unbelievable. I was just like, oh my God. I hope Candace Parker come back. And I would Jerome, you getting kicked off you gonna be kicked off the thread in a minute, dog. You been hating. You supposed to be you supposed to be on the brotherhood team here.
Against WNBA players?
Ruthie, have you not been hearing this man?
I know.
Ruthie.
He's delusional.
Ruthie, don't make me put you on the court.
Maddie's. Brittany Griner can be in Russian prison for the next 10 years, come out and still beat you.
No, she can't.
She probably ain't touched the ball. They won't even let her touch a basketball.
Oh, they letting her touch a basketball.
You play for Russia now.
You are Team Russia.
You want your sentence reduced?
Let her play.
Deport. You see your country has left you. Come with us.
We have prison basketball tournament.
Candace Parker like 6'something.
6'8". That's what I said.
Ruthie.
6'8".
Ruthie. She don't know nothing about my left. I have her all over here and be like,
oh my goodness. I love your confidence.
I'm sorry, she's 6'4", but still.
Yeah, you
6'4".
Reese, I'm just telling you.
You might be able to beat Lisa Leslie or something. Maybe Gerald Swoops. But you ain't messing with the new ones.
Oh, I'm getting Candace Parker.
You probably could do Sue Bird.
No.
Or Doris Burke, like one of the old school.
Doris Burke, yeah. Hey,
you can do Doris
Burke.
Burke.
Hey, Doris Burke, you got her. You got her. Hey,
is y'all
I got my money on. Yeah, you can take Doris. You better not lose. You better not lose to Doris Burke.
Y'all bogus.
Oh goodness gracious.
Y'all bogus. All right, I'm gonna be reading these today. I told my mama the queen died. She talking about Latifah. All right, y'all. I want the best memes today that you have seen from Black or Irish Twitter today. All right, we're going to keep on popping them off. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Let me see what other headlines we got. Buy Bears. Hey, Joe. They said $5 billion, 10 years, they're going to build their joint. By the time that they do build that, they start that, Reese. First of all, if you live in Arlington Heights and you saying, no, you don't want the Bears, you a damn fool. And I don't care how much tax subsidy you get, because the whole town of Arlington Heights is about to be rich.
Right, because it ain't that big, so you know what I'm saying?
They building a whole village out there. Y'all kids can work. Your family can work. You can start your hot dog business. You better go ahead and ride with that. But in the meantime, they said they ain't even thinking about coming to the Bears. Jerome, I'm firing you, man. Man, you tripping, man. Let me see what else. The other thing, can somebody tell me who the city girls are? Cause look, no. Cause I saw a meme yesterday that said a side chick is going to be, the queen consort, and I wonder what does consort mean? Cause that seems like it mean the hoochie queen. It kind of sound like, cause you know the prince was cheating with the king. Now was cheating with her on Diana. With Camilla, and now she the princess, and it was a big old thing. Now she the queen. She can't be the queen. She's the queen consort, and consort sound like you consorting.
Consorting.
You old consorter, you. The queen hoochie. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Dang, what did I say? What was I asking y'all? Oh, but can somebody tell me what the city girls? Because they was like city girls 5 million. For $5 million or something like that. What is the City Girls?
A rap group.
Okay.
2 girls.
That's not the ones from man, what is with the digs, man? We gonna have to get I seen them too. You got them?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Cause he was over here for a minute. All right. Did y'all see that JB Pritzker was out in Harvey yesterday? Announcing a $94 million road improvement to Ashland and Wood from 138th to 161st.
Oh.
Now, what was interesting to me about that was, guess how far he was away from Dixmoor?
Down the street.
2.1 miles away from Dixmoor, where, imagine if you ain't got no fresh water and they talking about some, we about to spend $94 million on a bumpy road. I'm not tripping. I'd have been like, we can't get 10 of that. Right? And he was in Harvey, which means that I wonder, didn't nobody say nothing? And then check this out. Did you hear while he was in Harvey, he called Dan Proft a racist? Y'all done let the white people get too far away with this racist stuff.
Dan Proft is a white man?
Mm-hmm. He called Dan Proft a racist because he's talking about the no cash bail. And he put in an article that said that these people were convicted of these crimes, and in 2023 there would be no cash bail and they would be out. J.B. Pritzker called him a racist white political consultant from Florida. Now, I guess my thing is, didn't J.B. Pritzker do the Richard Irvin commercials? Remember when I told y'all about the Willie Horton? Reese, you got that one clip he said? You got that one JB clip? Can you find that for me, man? Because I guess, like, when do you get to... You got it? When do you end... So I have an issue with JB calling somebody else a racist. Why do I have an issue with that, Ruthie? I'll start with no cannabis, no gaming, the temporary hospital built while Roseland got ignored, no remdesivir. Can we start there? And then you can't forget this of the greatest hits.
African Americans I can think that are sort of like qualified and vetted, and people will say, "Oh, that's a pretty good pick." The one that is least offensive and maybe gets you the most because it gets you that Secretary of State appointment is Jesse West.
Dear black people, y'all, we are now at the point where you can now that JB is calling other people racist. That'd be like why I'd be like, can we please make it stop? This is what's gonna make me quit y'all. Like, nobody at that moment was like, hold it. Did somebody pull his coat and say, Governor, you know they're gonna play your clip on the morning show tomorrow. And you know the other thing that I got a problem with is the usage of the word chattel that he keeps talking about when in referencing our migrants. Chattel has a very distinct meaning in this country and in this world. And it is the type of inhumane slavery, at least the connotation. And I think it's being blurred to the advantage of the elected officials. And I just got a problem with them turning this into something that's comparative to our struggle. So, I don't know. That bothers me, Ruthie.
I agree. I think, okay, so I think Pritzker is taking a play out of Lori Lightfoot's book in terms of using certain language to invoke certain feelings, but it's having the opposite impact on black people. But if a black person first makes it okay to refer to migrants, immigrants, I'm not sure what the proper term is, as chattel, then it's like, okay, well, you open up the door for somebody else to do it because the black woman said it first. And I still ain't forgot when she compared Illinois abortion and the national abortion debate to the fugitive slave law. That was offensive to me as a black person. But if we was to clip it and make one of them commercials like J.B. Pritzker got for Darren Bailey, then we'd be wrong.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back because I got a social media question of the day for y'all. Speaking of Ruthie. Hey, Reese.
I'm just saying, I got feelings today. My feelings are raw.
Reese. I might just sit this one on out, Ruthie. Look, I don't just put the meat on put the raw meat out there. Ruthie is on one today.
No,
she
real,
like,
we know it's certain words that you can't use.
They done brought it up. JB is chatteling it up. So do you understand that our chattel was the bottom of a slave ship of a boat across 20. This was a 13-hour luxury coach ride.
And just so we are clear, and we ain't playing words with friends, I went to Merriam-Webster and looked up the definition. And clear as day, the second definition is an enslaved person held as the legal property of another. And the you know how they use it in the sentence? They got a Frederick Douglass quote.
What they do for the first definition? Because they probably trying to be slick with the first.
That's what it says. An item of tangible, movable, or immovable property, except real estate and things, such as buildings connected to property.
So, that's interesting because he's using the first one, so he can technically outpoint us.
And for real, let me tell you the examples that Merriam-Webster use, so y'all can't think this is just the angry black people. They try to get us. It says, some, most notably the Quakers, hoped the moral succession could convince slaveholders to free their chattels. Another one, often used as a mass noun. George Washington is tainted by our country's original sin, slavery. He owned other human beings as chattel. Thank you, Merriam-Webster, for letting J.B. Pritzker know that the use of the word chattel is offensive to black people. You don't want nobody using your people's stuff because you're going to clip it and make a commercial.
Or have somebody send a letter.
So come on now, it's offensive. Same to you, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, black woman. Don't ever say compare the fugitive slave law and abortion. Don't ever say nothing about migrants, immigrants, what else they call displaced peoples, and use the word chattel like as a black person whose ancestors, thank you, were enslaved. It's offensive.
Hey y'all, this is the Ruthie Mo Show. I'm gonna be back after these messages. We'll be back right there. All right, Ruthie.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
This is Monster Jam, the official Monster Truck Series. Witness the world's best drivers competing in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Be part of the action.
Let's hear it. Make some noise.
Brought to you by Great Clips. Get your savings coupon from participating Great Clip salons and save 20% on select tickets. See savings coupon for restrictions and details. Coming to Allstate Arena September 16th through 18th.
You know my name. Sparkle, sparkle.
get to your bag. Put you in the shit you got. And they say you get it, your haters get mad. Focus on your mission and get to your bag. Get to your bag. Put you in the shit you got.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
If you ain't trying to help us, don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies now other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Ty explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, who we gon' stop? If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Look, go to my page if you are tuned in, not to my personal page, and put your best memes from Black or Irish Twitter. Y'all tripping, man. You seen the Samuel Jackson one? Mm-mm. That one with, look. That's Samuel Jackson. That's the queen. Look, you can see it better right there.
What they doing?
Samuel like, hey.
That is okay. That was a little weird.
Well, that's the biggest one right now.
Are you serious?
Man, that bad boy all over.
Sometimes I be feeling dumb if I don't get.
I do too, but I just think the picture, the imagery. All right, y'all. Let's I want to move on. Did I get all of my? Oh, while we were talking about passings, let me take a moment of silence for Bernard Shaw. Do you remember Bernard Shaw? He was the original black anchor for CNN. He's from Chicago. I remember him from the Gulf War, because during the Gulf War, when it first kicked off, they were in a hotel chilling, and all of a sudden they was told that they got a broadcast, and it was missiles dropping behind them. Oh. And they was not prepared for it. And he was like, he kept his cool. But Bernard Shaw, I did not know he was from Chicago. He went to Carter Elementary School. They did not talk about his high school. And then he went to the University of Chicago. So I just want to make sure that we show him some respect and love today. Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment of silence for Bernard Shaw. Silence. Boom. All right. Finally, Ruthie. I don't know if this becomes a whole topic of conversation. Dang it, and I lost the story. But I don't know if you saw Alderman Vasquez has changed his legislation regarding taking gender out. Hold on one second, because I think it's important that we read this. Gender Vasquez. Alderman change. All right. Hold on. Anyway, I can't find it, but Alderman Vasquez has, and I'm gonna pull up this legislation at some point, but he basically has sponsored legislation to say that the city can in no way, shape, or form ask for your information based on your gender, right? Like, you can't apply, your gender can't be on your job application, etc. Like, he wanted to remove all reference of gender from anything. Oh, I know how to find it, because let me read this. I know where it is. I'm sorry, Ruthie. Give me a second. Hey, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I'll be too busy, bumping my gums during the breaks to take care of some of the business that I forgot, but I thought that this was important for us to hear, read, and I just want to drop it out here, and then we can get to it. Not today, because I definitely want to get to... Is that it?
It's on the Chicago Tribune.
Is it on the Chicago Tribune?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was because it opened.
City Council Committee tweaks gender identity ordinance.
Yep. I read the first line of it, though, because...
2 years ago?
Here's what I wanted. Okay, here it is. I got it. I want the Fran Spillman version because it's important that we get it from her. Oh, wait a minute. That's you said the Tribune?
Oh, my bad. My bad. It's all.
Go ahead.
It's all colonial.
Kick it off. Or you want me to do it?
I can read it.
Okay.
2 years ago, the title is City Council Committee Tweaks Gender Identity Ordinance. And just tell me when to stop.
Okay.
2 years ago, the City Council took a small but important step toward transgender equality at the behest of a former battle rapper once known for his homophobic and misogynistic lyrics.
Stop. So this is his introduction. He's been an alderman for 4 years, but he's coming up for re-election, right? And so as he's coming up for re-election, the article in the paper calls him he took an important step towards gender equality at the behest of a former battle rapper once known for his homophobic and misogynistic lyrics. Right? Then I want you to scroll to the bottom to Ruthie where it says on the day.
On the day the original ordinance was passed, Vasquez acknowledged he was making amends for lyrics he wrote during his rapper days. In my youth, I grew up ignorant of the struggles of our LGBTQ siblings. My ignorance led to many words and actions that I will forever regret, Vasquez said on this day. I felt uncomfortable in my own skin, and it led to toxic behavior that hurt and offended others. It is my belief that had I grown up with a better understanding of our shared struggles, my actions would have been different.
We removing gender from all documentation so that he can make amends. Did y'all hear that? So we're gonna it's just crazy to me.
No, it ain't. We living in a world where it's retroactive punishment is a thing. So things you said back in the day will resurface for somebody to stab you in the back with it. So the trick is to tell on yourself, make amends, build the right alliances for them to be like, yes, great job, before somebody else tell on you. Because if somebody else were to expose them lyrics or even video of him rapping and using quote unquote homophobic language, any type of political run he try to make is going to be over. But now when those videos do surface, when those lyrics do surface, because somebody kept a file, he's going to at least be able to say, hold on, I put this ordinance in the city council. I got my brother Carlos Ramirez Rosa to say okay to this too, and he LGBTQ. So I get the move. Let me tell on myself before they tell on me. So good play.
Look at Ruthie, y'all. I feel like I could just be like, look at the sensei talking to look at the grasshopper. Grasshopper done turned into a praying mantis on y'all.
I'm scared of praying mantises.
Hey man, look, you are. Check this out. I came home.
I fish with a grasshopper, but a praying mantis.
Hey man, the praying mantis is a whole karate style. Ruthie Moore, that's funny you say that. Look what I got right here. I saw it the other day.
Oh my goodness, that's in the city of Chicago?
It was waiting for us at the gate.
Did you step on it?
No. It's a praying mantis. Like, you know, how often do you see a praying mantis? So
exactly. I'm like, you should have stepped on it.
No, I
Keep
was
the
like,
population down.
Go ahead.
Because watch, they gonna talk about this some type of invasive species of praying mantis now.
Right. Jerome says Vasquez beat Rhymes floor leader Patrick O'Connor. This was a known fact, and he still beat O'Connor. I wholeheartedly agree, but they wanted to get rid of O'Connor. Now, I think that, remember how I used to be all good 4 years ago? Or 6 years? No, but remember how the Maze Jackson show was all good and everybody wanted to be on it? And then over the course of 4 years, we've moved so far to the left that now talking about racism now makes me the racist. That, Jerome, is what Vasquez is trying to prevent. Right? Like, so the world shifts all the way to the left. So the people who started out as your advocates are now becoming your enemies, because now I can't point out racism against black people because that then makes me the racist. And so, yeah, I think what I love is that you just broke that down and I didn't have to do it. But he did tell on himself. But just think about that. Who feel like they got to make amends to us?
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying.
Ugh.
Was your top, and this is also the chair.
We ain't no threat.
This is also the vice chair of our reparations committee. Got that? Has our reparations made it to an ordinance? How did this make it to an ordinance? Do y'all not be?
Did he used to say the N word in his battle rap days?
You know he did.
I need an apology. I need an ordinance, Mr. Vasquez. I need some amends.
Ooh. But you don't gotta apologize for nigga. You do not.
I need an ordinance.
You do not have to apologize for nigga. You do not. Tell me what, because you know they say nigga to us. And especially now that we have now given up the creation of hip hop too.
Listen, if Andre Vasquez apologized for saying LGBTQ plus offensive things during his battle rap days, if he said nigga in his battle raps, I too want an ordinance and an apology to the black community, especially if he the chair of the reparations committee.
I think we need to be just checking since everybody want to get people writing letters. But I don't think that there's a threat. Like, even if we did get mad, they'd be like, so, nigga? Nigga. Negroes. The Negroes are uprising. Okay, now I'm going to be on the bad list, right? Now I'm going to be on pun. I'm going to be in trouble because you said nigga. As the nigga. I feel, was that part of the toxicity? Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right. I would love to get, I feel like B. Gorman knows Alderman Vasquez. I would love to talk to Alderman Vasquez, like the moving from being kind of hip hop to being elected official. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a real story. Right? You think they would, that's, man, okay, I'm gonna stop there.
Oh, hold on, too, now, Mr. Vasquez. As a woman, I am offended by your use of the B word.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so if he on the apology tour, I need one for women, because it's misogynistic lyrics. I need one for black people, because I just know you said the N word. If the LGBTQ community getting apologies.
Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't even trying to hear it. It only counts when you can crucify the black man. Lynchings only account when it's black men. What's wrong with you, Ruthie? Didn't he sign a letter too? I want to say he signed a letter. I'm going to have to go back and look at my list, because if you signed the letter, fam. All right. I do think we should do a research committee on everybody's black history. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should be a BP1 assignment. Like, like start our own opposition research book. Ruthie, it seems like you keep discovering new things.
Lyrics.
Your brow keeps furrowing.
I mean, Shout out to Pat O'Connor for cataloging it. That's why the internet is not forgiving. Here goes some of his lyrics. Holding mics with a slight buzz, beating beep, the B word, like Ike does. And grab you by the clavicle and drag your ass across the ground, leave you bound and gagged in the bar surrounded by FAGS.
What?
Looking like a clown that found a gown and dressed in drag.
Windy City Times, anyone? Now you gonna put a full page ad in there? I wonder what.
Listen. Shout out to Patrick O'Connor for cataloging this. He said, "I'm gonna smack you to." This is what he said to a female. That's why I said women. We need an apology too.
He probably got the video too.
Yeah, this is from a video. I'm gonna smack you till you're dizzy, give you a tilt-a-whirl. I want to battle a real MC, not a little effing girl. And yo, everybody, she the right size so she can blow me. Andre Vasquez. Goodness gracious.
You talk to your mother with that mouth.
Goodness gracious. Man, I'm just shocked by this.
No, where's the no caucuses? No outrage? No.
You know they even forgave him. That's why he got this ordinance. He like, okay, how can I completely mitigate this from coming back up and being used against me?
Because I'm not worried about the black people.
I got it.
We as black people, we condoned it. That's we be like, that's cool though. So
oh, like, you was a rapper, dog.
You know the black people.
Yo, spit something, selling me.
Yo, son, it'd be like, yo, my nigga, what?
Yo, man, I'm gonna vote for him because he a rapper.
See why I'm gonna quit y'all.
But Lokita, I don't agree with cancel culture.
I don't agree with that.
But my thing is, if you're gonna be going to make amends, bro, like you need to be saying, I know you said the N word.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not tripping. I feel like people have a right to say what they want to say. Like, honestly, I'm not mad at him for saying he was in a rap, but
he was a better rapper.
But here's the thing: what people want to do is pretend like they don't understand context. So the same people that would castigate him are the same people that'll be watching 9 Mile in their room, or the same people who be rapping in the room, talking about nigga in their own raps and they thing, but then they'll come outside and be like, "Yo, like context matters, yo." Like in a battle, those were probably decent lines that probably elicited some.
No, I could. Tyrone Muhammad could be Andre Vasquez in a rap battle.
Damn, Ty.
If these are the type of lyrics he spit.
Damn, Ty. She said you ain't even on her level. Get on my level. What? Get on my level. What? Yeah, I bet all them videos gone too. No, they not. You think they still on YouTube?
Maze.
Ruthie, like,
tell me I can't find it.
You can't find it.
Okay.
I bet you can't find none before the end of the show. And I bet you can't find. I bet you can't find it.
Okay.
I bet you can't. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. So look, Riis, Ruthie done came in here on one today. So she has thrown. And look, Riis, this ain't on that paper. You see this on the paper? Riis, I don't see this on the paper. Look, I got about 3 days or 4 days worth of shows that I could just put on the file. Okay, let me say. Riis, I've decided that it's time for you to push the button.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Should the Office of Migrant Affairs be run by the City of Chicago, the County of Cook, or the State of Illinois? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. 259-7474. I asked this question. First of all, let me go back to a week ago when the first bus arrived. I posted on Facebook, how much money should we budget for our new neighbors? I don't know if you saw that post on my Facebook page, but the Hector Villagrana, who clearly has got some high rank in the Democratic Party, chose to come on my Facebook page and say that I was practicing subtle, low-key racism. right? Again, this is why I keep telling you, JB. So JB calling people racist. I got a Latino guy calling me a racist for asking how much in the budget should we budget for these arriving citizens or these arriving people, right? And I feel like it was offensive, really, because it's like now everybody just feels like they could take a whack at Mays and call him a racist. And it's like, really? You're calling me a racist? Like, really? And you feel like comfortable enough to come to my page and call me a racist on my page for talking about something that is a legitimate issue. Ruthie, did we estimate that it's about $5,000 per migrant that comes to Chicago? So I said, look, guys, if you look at what's happening around the country with Governor Abbott, he's not just going to drop off 75 people. It's going to be a large number, and we need to prepare to budget for it. Ruthie, what I was trying to say is, if we are going to have these migrants, there's going to be money that has to be allocated, resources, etc. So whether it's already in our existing Department of Human Resources and public health and all of those stuff, the resources, even if they get directed to our people and we don't change the budget, everybody's got to give up something to take care of these people. Yes? No. That's just straight math. It's like there is no money tree that says, oh, we're going to grow a migrant money tree, so every time somebody comes and we have to offer them services, get them homes, etc., there's some money that has to be spent. I was called racist for that. Mayor Lightfoot and J.B. Pritzker have chastised Governor Abbott for their decision to be a welcoming city. Governor Abbott is telling you, I don't have the money to afford this massive wave of people. We're not saying come, we're saying follow the rules, but if you are welcoming and you want them, then we're going to ship them on buses. Now, they are trying to position this against Governor Abbott by saying he won't communicate with us. Well, fam, right? You on the TV calling him a racist. You doing like you can't open up communication. You're not gonna call me a BAN and then be like, by the way, can we talk on the phone? You want me to be you call me a ban and now you want me to be cooperative? No, that's not how life works. But it plays well locally in the media until you find yourself in the position of Washington, D.C. Did you hear about what's happening in Washington, D.C.? Governor Abbott has shipped almost 10,000 migrants to the capital city, where now the current mayor is opening up an office of migrant affairs.
Oh.
Because they have 10,000 migrants that they now have to house, clothe, food, feed, everything. Welcoming city. The crazy part is because they're between Virginia and Maryland, they don't have state resources. So she has to open up an office of migrant affairs. Now, let me back up. Ruthie, if anybody is, what do they say? Past performance is the best predictor of future, whatever.
Something.
Yeah, I thought it was PPPPP something, but I don't know what the last P is. Anyway, so if we see that he's already shipped 10,000 people to D.C., and he's got hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of people coming over the border every day, should we assume that we're going to get at least 10,000? So 10,000, let's do this math real quick.
Ooh, are you counting?
No, you know they don't like when niggas count. 10,000, right? Times, no, hold on, clear. 10,000, 2, 3, 4, times 5,000 per equals $50 million.
Oh, no. That's what 5,000.
That's what 5,000. Now I'm going to double it. Times 2 equals
$100,000.
$100 million.
Oh my God, $100 million.
Okay.
That's almost to $1 billion.
Now, well, you got 10 times that. Yeah. But now let's consider that the city's debt that that we have unaccounted for budget is $128 million.
We're gonna need a PPP for this.
So now, like it or not, we are going to have to come up with a plan. Yes or no? Or we just gonna pretend like it's not happening?
No, we just gonna send them somewhere else.
Like they did. You saw what happened with the mayor yesterday?
Yep, she bogus.
So the mayor has been shipping the migrants to hotels in the suburbs. The mayor of Burr Ridge, Republican, so she giving them back to the Republicans.
But just like she said that she wanted Abbott to say something, like you don't just do that without saying something.
Well, she did, because the mayor is the mayor who says one thing and does exactly opposite of it.
But I think that should also be indicative of our lack of resources to handle the influx.
Hold on. But the mayor is saying we're going to continue to live our values and keep sending them.
She got to. She got to save face.
Riis, Ruthie, I agree, right?
She's too far down the rabbit hole to turn back now.
Ruthie, is it? That's one of them. You know how when you be like,
you write a check that your ass can't cash,
right? And you be like, you want another? Don't tell me what to say. Don't say another word.
But one of my
Here come the cape, Reed.
No, because I too sometimes will cut off my nose to spite my face. Because that's one of my. It is a strength, but it is also a weakness, and it can easily become a weakness, very easily. But it can also be a strength. So I can understand the mayor being like, okay, we hold on to our values. Governor Abbott, you're a racist. Dignity, blah 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 blah. Okay, so now, really, the mayor's like, okay, y'all. And behind closed doors, like, okay, y'all, what we gonna do? We know that hotel prices in Chicago cost too much. What's the closest suburb that who we on? Who a Republican? What's a Republican suburb we can send them to? Okay, was it Burr Ridge?
Mm-hmm. But Burr Ridge, Burr Ridge is a rich suburb.
But to say also too that it'll be for no more than 30 days. They said 30 days max at a hotel. Okay.
Who paying for that?
Probably the city of Chicago, because
so the city of Chicago gonna pay for hotels and why they don't?
But even at a hotel, you still need food, like you need other resources. So low key, Maze, I think that $5,000 number is low. I think $5,000 might be for a single man who does not need health care and blah 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 mental health services. So I think that $5,000 number is kind of low, considering the cost of food, medical, housing, mental health. They probably need medicine. They probably need some vaccines.
Should this be, where should we open up the Office of Migrant Affairs?
I believe it should be a state thing. And for real, if the Illinois Democrats are smart, I hate to use that word, but they really doing this to try to get the DNC. They don't want to upset Biden. So it's like, okay, if you think about it, New York and Chicago fighting for the what is it called? The Democratic National Convention. So the goal now is who is the best Democrats. So you don't want to upset Biden, because really what Lori and JB need to be doing is being like, hey, Biden, we need some help. So that's what needs to happen, but they can't do that because we're trying to get this DNC, so they got to just smile and kiss the baby right now.
So I think it's already done deal that we get in DNC.
You think we're going to get it here?
I think so. Yeah, I do.
After this now?
I think JB done donated so much money to the DNC.
JB is the Democratic Party.
Yeah, for now. I agree. Nationally, though. So here's the other thing I think. I think that you're onto something. Did you see that yesterday, Governor Eric, what's the guy in Eric Adams in New York proudly enrolled 1,200 migrants that had been shipped to his country in school for the first day of school. They're trying to maximize it at the same time.
No, trying to save face.
You think it's save face?
Yes.
So
Yes, it's saving face. I have literally just been privately asking people their viewpoints. Mm-hmm. And privately, ain't nobody feeling it. Ain't nobody feeling these buses coming in. Nobody's feeling it. Now, publicly, you're going to have people talking about, we're welcoming. But really, we cannot handle 10 more of these buses. What about the impact on our school systems? But to answer your question, I think it should be a state thing. Because the city and the county, I don't think we cannot handle this by ourselves.
How much money should we allocate towards this?
Low key, it's going to require millions, tens of millions of dollars.
No, it's hundreds.
I was just being generous in the beginning, but it really depends on what the end result is. In my humble opinion, we need to go ahead and stabilize these. You know how they do at the emergency room? They just require it to like stabilize you. Mm-hmm. Like when you come in, like we need to do that and go ahead and get a little exit strategy together.
So my thing is you stabilize them, and the exit strategy is going to do. The exit strategy seems to me to be the same way. If we look at what their past is to turn it loose on the people. Like you look at the homeless population, you look at when it was mental health crisis for our own people, right? Mm-hmm. They shut down the facilities, and so to usurp all of these, it's just they're not going to have an exit strategy. They can't push the people along. I guess, how does this play during the election cycle? Is this like for Mayor Lightfoot? How? Because you know what? It's funny that you said that. You know she's in D.C. today with Tammy Duckworth, trying to get the DNC.
For the DNC.
Yep.
And that's why she got to be cool. They're between New York and Chicago. They are prime examples of cities led by black people pushing in immigrant-friendly policies. And that's a federal, and low-key, that's a secret federal mandate spearheaded by Biden. That's why they don't want to upset Biden. If you say anything bad if you criticize Biden's border policies right now, just like Lori Lightfoot told the black alderman, don't ask me for that's the same thing Joe Biden is saying to these Democratic black mayors in these liberal cities and states is, hey, if you criticize my policies, don't ask me for So that's why they ain't saying nothing. That's why they gotta smile and welcome in the bus loads. Because to go against that from a federal standpoint, that means you are criticizing our border, foreign, national security policies. But like I said, privately, you ask people how they feel about this, you're going to get a different answer than the public answer that these people been giving out.
Wow, Ruthie, you on fire today.
I mean, it's just like we got to pretend like we know, like we just got to pretend like it ain't happening because we really want the DNC. So if you want the DNC, take these buses of these migrants too. Okay, we'll just send it to Boy Ridge.
What happened when they moved? Say, hey, Freud, call us, man. What you feel about what does the not the Latinx, but the Latino community feel about the migrant buses that are running from down south? I just think it's where should we put the office, and how much money should we allocate towards this new? Is it a crisis? Is it a humanitarian crisis, or is it a humanitarian opportunity?
Humanitarian crisis.
I think it's an opportunity.
Everything is an opportunity, Maze. Most crises are.
Oh.
If you smart, know how to do it. But literally, like, I feel super strongly that if these were black migrants, this would not be they wouldn't even make it across the border like that. So I want them to keep the same energy for the Haitians and the Jamaicans.
Man, what they wasn't riding around up the Haitians
whooping them with whips on horses.
On horses.
But
did we hear anybody black speak on that?
But though I do not believe that I don't believe that the people should have to come up and just be languishing on the streets though. So that's why I said, okay,
right, but that's
we'll stabilize, and then you got to go.
Ruthie, they're not gonna languish on the streets. They're gonna move to your neighborhood. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Hey, Chicagoland, all roads lead to Solo Beauty Supply, the largest black-owned beauty supply in Chicago. We carry a large selection of natural hair care products, plus much more. So So come see us at one of our two locations. Located at 9011 South Ashland or 8158 South Cottage Grove. Our inventory is growing, and with your support, Solo Beauty will continue to be a source of pride in our community.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay this fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Why don't you come on over,
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. All right, I want y'all to go to my Maze Jackson page. Not the Maze Jackson page, but to my personal page. Put your best memes up. Y'all finding some good ones. Ruthie, that one with the black diaspora at the gravesite. I just think it's hilarious, the difference between how black people are reacting to this and white people. Like, I was looking at these tributes by people like, she was the epitome of grace and style, and I just can't believe she was everything. Like, everything.
Sure.
I love the one that say, "Give us the diamonds back, and I'll pretend to be sad." I mean, think about taking them pictures and it'd be like, "That's mine, that's yours," and like she rocking your joints. Like, you ever seen somebody come rocking your stuff? I would tell you. I got a joke, but like somebody walk in, you be like, this is what used to happen. I'm gonna tell you a story. Remember, I used to get a lot of clothes, and I would give them away, but I would give them away to my homies, and my homies would come wearing my whole outfits. Like, I got pictures, whole photo shoots in them, and they come showing up, and I be like, they're my hush puppies. It was funny. All right, Ruthie. So, Riis, did nobody want to tell us where they want the office to be opened up at? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Where should we open the office of migrant affairs in Illinois? Should it be a city, county, or state thing? And I'm still looking for my man Byron, because Byron been telling y'all, but y'all been making fun of Byron, talking about where Byron at? Come on, caller. You on the Mace Jackson Show.
Yo, good morning, y'all. Good morning, family.
What up, Femo? What up, Devo?
Man, it's a great day today, man. It is a great day, bro.
He about to say some dumb bear stuff. Don't say nothing stupid about the Bears.
No, man. It's even better than that. Hey, Riis, you know what today is?
You already know.
You don't even know, bro.
I ain't even been asleep, bro. Go ahead, man.
Tell us what it is.
I'm gonna text you.
Riis, no, it's 2K Day, man.
What's 2K Day? NBA 2K.
Man, Riis so slow, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, Riis, get up with me later on, bro.
NBA 2K.
I got you. Yeah, anybody your son 2K?
Yeah.
Oh no, but he probably got it. He probably down. Can you download it?
Yeah.
He probably got my credit card and did it already.
Oh man.
If you could download it,
you could download it. He got your card and he already.
She be like, look, oh yeah. I actually gave him one, and I put some stuff on it, and then be like, you can get what you want to get.
Yeah,
just don't be getting that.
That's love, man. That's love right there, pops. That's love right there, man. But as far as this offering the new migrants, man. Hey, are they hiring, bro? Like, I think they should open up 3, like at the city, the state, and the county level, man. So, I just, are they hiring? Do we have to be fluent in a particular secondary language?
Yeah, you probably cannot even apply for it. First of all, they probably will not allow you, sir, to apply. You probably, sir, will not be, and you probably have to work at a nonprofit corporation. That they will then push that money through. But I will ask.
Wow.
Now let me ask my question is so there's 2 things I gotta ask. One, how much? Well, so we said city, county, and state. How much should they allocate, and how much will we accept the Black Caucus supporting and appropriating for that? And do we have a match or a request?
We don't want to alienate the Black Caucus on this, because I think it'll be a collaborative decision. I think your math is adequate, because when you invite people over, you want to make sure that that they're comfortable and they have all the stuff that you would have. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't got it.
I mean, but you do have it though. You do. It wasn't. You do. Because they know that they can come to us, because we pay all the taxes, we pay all the fines, we pay all the fees, we pay for everything. So they know that they can come to us and get it. Because I mean, we buy weave and we buy Jordans, and some of us have nice cars, and they know we got it. You know what I'm saying? So we live in 2 people in a house, you know what I'm saying? So they know we got it, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? We'll break bread, because we welcome everybody, and so I think your math is adequate. We want them to be supported, and we want them to thrive, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want them to not have nothing. Like, I'm sure they'll get business loans and all types of stuff, man. Elote carts, if that's maize, with the maize stands. You know, we got to be culturally appropriate. And, yeah, so city, county, state. And I'm just looking, maybe we can just ask for a job or something. Make it like the DMVs, or we pack up in there like the DMV, or these other county agencies where we are gainfully employed.
All right, I'm with you, man. I think we can do all of that. I think we should try and get an employment company. Invest Southwest become. Freud said Invest Southwest has become Migrate Southwest.
Ooh.
You building? Look, that's what all these new buildings that they doing. You know, Miko and Mark and Paul all said that. Think about this though. It's not coincidental that they're pushing all these black people out. It's the Mace Jackson show, man. Hey, man. So how much are we going to invest? And I guess my question is, who are the black elected officials? Where is the black? Have we seen any black folks standing up for this besides Mayor Lightfoot? How soon before? And I'm going to take this off of statewide elected officials. I'm going to only talk about people that represent specifically black areas. How long before they're in the press conference? And who do you think will be the first black person to join the press conference for the immigrants?
Well, I think some black people have already digitally shown up.
Who? Give me some. You got some? Well, I have to look. Don't put them on blast.
I don't want to do that too long.
Okay.
Too early in the morning.
Can you text me though, so I can know?
I'll show you their tweets. But but before they actually put their face behind it, it would probably have to be some sort of announcement that they view as a win for everybody. Then they gonna start putting their face behind it. But right now, I don't think it's not a win for them to show up and show their faces, because again, they know how they constituents feel about it.
Do you think they know how we feel about it?
They know, but they just can't say nothing, and we don't got enough juice to push them to say anything. So it's one of those things where I think a lot of people are just gonna be quiet about it. Like they ain't gonna show their face with it yet. Until they see what they can get out of it.
Look, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson show.
But I tell you, when they show their face, it's gonna be spent as like a they're gonna use the words humanitarian and dignity. Those gonna be the two buzzwords: dignity, humanitarian.
Dix more.
They probably they ain't gonna say that. They gonna probably use the word respect.
Dix more. And
if they take a play out of the Lightfoot book, they gonna always throw in the young people.
Dix more.
So that's what it's gonna be.
Dix more.
Oh, the people that we moved to Burr Ridge were mostly families.
Dix more.
As if that softens the threat.
Dix more.
So I can understand the play.
Dix more.
It's a good play.
Dix more.
Did we figure out who had the bus contract though?
I'm trying to get Jamal Green the bus contract.
He probably don't want it.
He should take it. If I was the mayor, I'd be like, I got you a $4 million. Look, bro, you could be doing this. The Governor Abbott, we're going to open up a Chicago office of migrant affairs that will be serve as the broker between Chicago and Illinois. We can make sure that they have safe travel to safe spaces, and then we could actually see. I feel like we should start preparing homes now. Like I think that we should get a count and then identify vacant homes and apartments and units and public housing spaces. And when they come, we can already have a package ready for them. So if you know 50 people are coming, start taking up 50 places.
Yeah, but then, no, because
Ruthie, I think we should get an allocation of housing right now.
Because if people know it's sweet like that, they just going to keep coming.
Ruthie, if you walked 3,000 miles across Mexico, and as soon as you got to Texas, they put you on a luxury coach bus and sent you to Chicago.
So some of this is like a battle between like what is a basic level of like humanity. Like I
got it. Sleeping on the side of 290.
I remember when I was little, right? And this was like a life lesson that today I understand it better once I got older. But when I was younger, it was this stray cat, right? And it was a stray cat. And when children, you gonna be, ooh, let's get a cat some milk, because it seemed like it's outside. The cat that my daddy was like really adamant about us like not feeding this cat, right? He said the cat is pregnant. So we like, okay, that means it really needs some food. Not really understanding. And so I could not understand like why my daddy don't want us to feed this pregnant cat. Like that's what you supposed, like, it's pregnant, it's a cat, it's outside, like not knowing that, okay, this cat probably eating better than we is. Like, but now I get it, I understand, because it's like, well, if you feed this pregnant cat, then it's gonna keep coming back and it's gonna bring its kittens back, and then what we gonna do with all these cats? So, but when you No, listen,
I think this is great. No, I think this is great.
I'm serious. So what? But that was a.
Did you feed it?
We snuck and fed the cat. Yes, because we didn't understand. No, this is a serious story, and I'm not trying to compare the humanitarian crisis at the border with feeding a pregnant cat. Like, I'm not doing that at all. But I'm just trying to say, like, as a child, I like that lesson. Like, I didn't understand. Like, this seems like the right thing to do. Like, but then, like, I had to get older to understand. Like, okay, like, you might have the resources for this one, but when this one have all these kittens, like, my dad, like, I can't feed all these cats. Like,
I got y'all.
Yeah, so it's
funny.
So it's just kind of like, I know that's like
it's a good story.
Yeah, but don't
send
me no letter.
And we ain't calling this. We're not calling them chattel, and we're not calling them animals.
No, but it's just the battle between like what we deem to be like having mercy, like on people in situations, and then the ramifications of that. Like,
it's like when I gave the lady the coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. Then I came. Now she wait for me. Like, one Saturday I was feeling good, so I was like, buy a cup of coffee. Like, they had kept her outside. She wasn't coming in. I bought her a cup of coffee. No sooner did I buy the cup of coffee was she inside, sitting down at the restaurant, and I was trying to be compassionate. And they was like, we appreciate that, Maze, but it's like we have to do battle with this lady every single day. And the second that you open the door for her, she has walked in it, and now she camping out in the joint.
But Maze, let me tell you that if I were to see that pregnant cat in my backyard and it looked hungry, it would be difficult for me not to offer it something to eat. Like,
Still
I would
today?
have still today. That I'm telling you, it's a struggle and a battle, because I am compassionate. I ain't trying to see nobody go hungry. I ain't trying to see nobody go hungry. I ain't trying to see nobody without shoes, without food. So I would have to be like, Maze, the cat is in my backyard. Can you please get me on? Can you come get the cat out the backyard? You can do whatever you want to do with it.
I bring my BB gun.
That's what I'm saying. I would need to call, because I would feed it.
I bring a hose.
That's why I would have to call, because I'm telling you, like, it's a struggle. So that's, and I think,
was it a black cat?
I don't do black cats now.
No,
that's
what?
We superstitious.
Oh my God, you gonna play the black cat, but if it's a white cat, you gonna feed it.
Especially if it look all dirty.
All this we just did. This is what we just did. All this Queen Elizabeth, and now Ruthie won't feed the black cat.
You know black people superstitious.
I'm not superstitious.
You know, Maze, you ain't never seen no black cat and be like, oh Lord, let me get the. Let me get the.
We got to get out of here. You didn't snort, did you?
Because if you can't call animal control for no cats, they ain't gonna come unless you say it's like, they're gonna be like, so.
It's a rabbit cat.
You gotta say that. The cat got a gun.
Oh my God! All right, so where are we putting this office? So you say it's a statewide. How much money should be allocated? Well, we already see it. They bring.
We don't need to. We don't even have to concern ourselves with the amount of money, because it's going to go through JB's blind trust.
You tripping. Y'all be tripping, man. You can't tell black people nothing. They gonna use it against you.
No, won't they?
Hey,
Oh,
Reese. Well, speaking of that, Reese, could you I'm all good. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, let's take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
The Willie Wilson Foundation and Urban Field Operations is having the first voter registration program since Harold Washington, and we need volunteers. Call Coach Al if you would like to register people to vote. Call 773-431-4664. 773-431-4664. This is Senator Ricky Hennon. Register and vote.
Urban Field Operations.
Final Explosion Entertainment.
Lay's Thrift Store. Andre Smith. Eyes Associates. Midway Coalition. This is Brother R.C. Williams from Williams Youth Service.
Marsha Fountain Images Design.
This is Daryl Smith. Keith Harris. National Black Wall Street, Chicago. Register and vote.
Hi, this is Dr. Willie Wilson. I need you to register and vote. Many people have lost their lives in order that we can have a right to vote. So please, register and vote.
Call 773-431-4664 or stop by 2946 West Madison. Register and vote.
If I had a farm, I would have some outdoor cats.
Steve Stunn did it.
I've never been lucky at love, no never. I've never been good at holding on. A heart broken so many pieces, but I'll just keep on moving on because I'll never give up on love, no never, no never. And I'll never give up on trust, whatever come what may. All that I wanna say, that true love's gonna come my way. Alright, I'm looking for a lover for me. Could you be the one for me? Yeah, it's alright. Just looking for forever for me.
Yeah, we at K-Road. On a K-Road.
See, I never ever thought that I could love again. Love again. I never ever thought that I could ever win. But don't ever give up, no, and don't ever give in. See, I pray that true love finds me in the end. I'll never give up on love. I will never. And I'll never know trust. I'll never looking for a lover for me.
Oh, that's the Irish.
For a lover for me, yeah. And it's alright. I'm looking for forever. For me. Every night. Hey, they love her right. Oh, she's the only one.
That is not what an Irish kid came from.
See, I'm gonna give her
Stop.
everything. Ever she wants, plus a 10K